Long ago, on the banks of the sacred river Ganga, King Parikshit, the grandson of the Pandavas, sat before the great sage Sukadeva Goswami. The king had only a few days left to live, and in those final moments he wished to hear nothing but the glories of the Supreme Lord. With folded hands and a heart full of devotion, the king made his request. He said that the sage had already described the great dynasties of the sun and the moon, and the heroic deeds of their kings. But now, what he truly longed for was to hear about Lord Krishna himself, the supreme being who had appeared on earth along with his brother Balarama in the Yadu family. Parikshit remembered how Krishna had always been the protector of his ancestors. On the battlefield of Kurukshetra, when the Pandavas faced mighty warriors like Bhishma and Drona, it was Krishna who guided them safely, just as a boat carries one across a dangerous ocean. Even before Parikshit was born, when he was still in his mother's womb, Krishna had shielded him from the fiery weapon of Ashvathama, appearing with his divine discus to save his life. With these memories in his heart, the king asked the sage to reveal more. How did Balarama, though born from Rohini, become connected with Devaki, the mother of Krishna? Why did Krishna, the Lord of the universe, leave his father's home to grow up among the cowherds in the village of Gokula? What wondrous pastimes did he perform in Vrindavan, and later in the city of Mathura? Why did he slay his own uncle, the cruel King Kamsa, even though he was bound to him by family ties? How long did Krishna live with the Yadavas in Dwaraka? And how many queens did the Lord of all choose as his consorts? Parikshit confessed that hearing such divine stories was like drinking nectar. They gave him strength to forget hunger and thirst even as he fasted in his final days. With full faith and surrender, he begged Sukadeva to speak, to tell every detail of Krishna's life and deeds, for these stories were not ordinary tales, but the very essence of truth, joy, and liberation. And so the sage prepared to speak, to unveil the wondrous story of the Lord's appearance on earth, how the Supreme Being chose to take birth as a tender child in a dark prison cell, on a night of destiny that would change the world forever.